programs that we run the GED course, we rn literacy upgrading for youth 18 to 29 years old. We run a Microsoft Office specialist program and a homework club that supports grade 11 and 12 youth.
Some of the images that come to your mind when you think about at-risk community, and some of these images are portrayals of the media, and some of them are real. And the City of Toronto defined Lawrence Heights as an at-risk neighborhood, and they looked at various criteria to determine that. They looked at the resources that were available, they looked at the employment, they looked at the income of the people, the job opportunities, the settlement programs that were there. And after assessing all these things, the city decided that this neighborhood was a priority neighborhood. One of the challenges of working in that community is building trust because they have been exploited or affected by other organizations. But there are various other challenges that we face. Is there something else that you need to do before you build relationships?
I think you have to do some research. I think you have to look into the community and see what's already there, what are the gaps, what's working well, is there somebody that you can connect with in the community to find out more, what are community members saying, do they even need you? So you got to do your homework and really find out if that's the place that needs support, because maybe they don't. And I just to touch on a point of Wally that you said too, is that you said, it wasn't in our mandate to do a homework club, but we did it. And I think that's a really important piece of information to keep in our minds, because we all have these ideas of what we'd like to do, and we have these menu of services and what we can do in the capacity of what we have to do. But when you go into that community with your idea and they say, well, no, we would prefer to have this, either we can say, yes, we can help you do that because we have the capacity to do it, or we don't. And we have to be able to, to say that, right? So I think to, be adaptable and be open-minded that, just because you have a really good idea and you want to do this project, it may not be what the community really needs from us. So adding things to what we're already doing or doing things differently, I think is really important.
One of the at-risk communities that I was asked to come into just recently, I did a little bit of research on the community and then went over to meet a couple of community members. And they basically have two communities within their community. And those communities are almost separate and antagonistic towards each other. And one is mostly immigrants, and they're fairly transient. The other part of the community are the displaced Africville people that were moved into that community. So you have this animosity between the two communities. They've tried homework clubs and tutoring for high schools. And the Phoenix Youth Coordinator, who's a part of this community, is looking for help from Frontier College and trying to attract more community youth into this program. She said the youth in this community do not want to do things in this community. If you take them across the harbor to Dartmouth, or if you take them to a different part of Halifax, they will participate in something. They will not participate in their community.
Entering college, I ain't missing no class. Determined to graduate, a dentist or a chemist. Frontier College, the next level.